team? United. Oh, we've got something about United here. You'll enjoy that. What we're talking about here is the greatest. I guess a good point. So yeah, Leeds United or Man United. There you go. There's only one United, Jeremy. You should know that by now. Right. Anybody recognise this fella? Anybody recognise what team he plays for? You recognise that, sir? Who is that? Who's that geezer? Hey? It is David Fairclough, right? We're talking tonight about who is the greatest substitute ever. All right, now this guy, he coined the phrase super sub. He was the first ever super sub, and his name was David Fairclough. All right? So David Fairclough used to come off the bench and score goals for Liverpool, and he got 17 goals in his career off the bench. But that doesn't make him the greatest super sub. All right? What about this fella? This fella got one more. He got 18 goals off the bench. Anybody recognise him? That young lady over there recognise him? Because he's a United player. Recognise him?
I can't see that far.
Come a bit closer.
I've never seen that man in my life. I've never seen this fella.
2013
Is that Wayne Rooney?
No, it's Chicharito. It's Javier Hernandez, the Mexican guy. He got 18 goals off the bench him. So, well, we like him because he plays for Man United. Now, who here prefers Liverpool? Hands up if you prefer Liverpool. Who's a Liverpool fan here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, who prefers Man United? Hands up, Man United. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish it. Yeah. Oh, we're losing. Lost the league and now we're losing at this. So yeah, he's a United player. So, but he's not the greatest super sub ever. What about this fella? Anybody recognise him? Got 17 goals off the bench, 18 goals off the bench. This fella has got a grand total of 21. Anybody recognise him? He's won the World Cup there. Come on, who is this guy? Anybody recognise him? He's a French guy. He won the World Cup for France. It is Oliver Giroud. I played for Arsenal and Chelsea. Any Arsenal fans here? Any Chelsea fans? No. Right, so he's going down there. Okay, but he's not the greatest substitute ever. Right, what about this fella? This fella famously scored 24 goals off the bench. He played for nearly 24 teams as well. He was always hopping from team to team. It's Jermaine Defoe, and there he is playing for. Anybody recognise what team that is? That's Rangers. Isn't it? Rangers, recognise that? Jermaine Defoe of England, 24 goals off the bench. But he's not the greatest substitute ever either. Now, what about this fella? Anybody recognise him? Who's that guy? Come on, we all know him. Mills, you know who that is, don't you? Please restore my faith in your supporting of Man United. Tell me you know who he is. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you see. You see, I love this guy so much, I named my dog after him. Yeah. Yeah, why? Because I didn't want him, and my wife at the time said, listen, you can name me what you want. And I thought, I know, pick a really random name, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, in the hope that she'd say, oh, well, I'll forget buying a lurcher after all. He ate the cat, but that's another story. But the point is this, right? He's a great super sub. This guy came off the bench in the European Cup final when United were 1-0 down, and he inspired a comeback and got the second goal to win 2-1 in the sudden death. It was unbelievable, you know. But he is not the greatest super sub ever. Do you want to know who the greatest substitute ever is? Any ideas? Who do you think I'm going to put here? Who do you reckon I'm going to put here? We've got David Fairclough of Liverpool. We've got Javier Hernandez, Man United. We've got Oliver Giroud. We've got Jermaine Defoe. And we've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but none of them are the greatest super sub ever. Anybody want to guess who the real greatest substitute ever is? You want to know who it is? Right, it's this fella. It's Jesus Christ. Now, you're all thinking, hang on a minute, I don't remember Jesus putting on some boots and crossing the white line of the football field and scoring goals for anybody. He didn't, did he? So what on earth makes Jesus the greatest substitute ever? Well, what happens on a football field is one player comes off and another player takes his place. Now, you know what Jesus did? He took our place on the cross. He was our substitute and he went on the cross instead of us. All right? And he was a sacrifice for sins. Now, who'd like to guess what book of the Bible I'm reading at the moment? Any ideas? Any ideas? Someone want to chase those two girls down with a tractor or something? Any ideas what my favourite not favourite book at all, but what book am I reading? Can anyone name a book from the Bible? Guys, can you name a book from the Bible? Any book at all? Anybody heard of a book from the Bible? Yeah, what were you saying?
Isn't the Bible a book?
Yeah, the Bible is a collection of 66 books. But do you know one of them? Give me one book. Noah's Ark. Yeah, that's in Genesis. So that's one of the books. Anybody know the book of the Bible? The book of the Bible. Give me a book of the Bible.
Leviticus, Numbers.
Leviticus. You say Leviticus?
Yeah.
How did you know that?
Joshua, Judges.
Wow! It's amazing. This girl knows.
Second Kings.
How did you know this?
I went to summer camp and they taught me it, and I knew a song of all of them.
Brilliant. You didn't go like this, did it? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers. Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Samuel.
Yeah,
There you go. That's how she knows the books of the Bible. This is fantastic, isn't it? Well, actually, the one you said, Leviticus, is the one I'm reading at the minute. I'm actually reading Leviticus. And when I'm reading it, I'm finding out two things. Number one, that sin is serious. Yeah, we commit sins all the time, so that's like bad things. And it's serious before a holy God. Bad news. Sin is serious. The second thing I found out is that sacrifice is sweet. Because what they had to do in Leviticus is they had to kill an animal, shed its blood, and then burn it on the altar, and the aroma rose up before the Holy Mighty God as a sweet aroma to him. Okay? So you see, sacrifice is the only way to get rid of sins. And that's what Jesus did on the cross. He was our substitute for sin. Yeah? Now, who do you think was responsible for the death of Jesus? Any ideas? Who do you think was responsible for the... Do you know, sir, who was responsible for the death of Jesus? Some people would say it's the Jews. It's all the Jews' fault. You know, they said crucified, put to death. Well, hang on, there was a court there, wasn't there? Who was the guy who was in charge? Anybody know what the judge was called? The guy with P. Ladies, girls know. Girls, who was responsible for the death of Jesus? Jesus started crucified, but he was the judge in charge, remember? A guy called Pontius.
I know this disciple that betrayed him.
What do you call the person who drives the plane? Pilate, there you go, Pontius Pilate. Alright, Pontius Pilate sentenced Jesus to death even though he knew he was innocent. So does that make Pontius Pilate the reason why Jesus was crucified? Is that the reason? No. Do you know who's responsible for the death of Jesus? It's not the Jews, it's not Pontius Pilate, it's you. And it's me. Do you know why? Because he was a substitute. He took our place on the cross. We deserved that death, not him, because he was perfect. He was innocent. We deserved that death, but he was our substitute, the greatest substitute ever, and he took our place on the cross so that we can be forgiven. And you all need to come sometimes to that place of realization that he died for you, and you to accept that sacrifice and be saved today. Let me just finish with one little story, and it comes from this fellow, the Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, as I just said, he was responsible for turning the European Cup final in 1999 completely around. But in the 90th minute, the then president of UEFA, Lennart Johansson, he had to make his way down from the Nou Camp, the top floor, all the way down the stands, through the soundproof elevator to the bottom floor. To present the trophy. That was his job, to present the trophy. So he sees Bayern Munich winning 1-0, he gets in the elevator and he comes down and he makes his way from the back of the stadium and he comes to the pitch side. And these were his exact words, Lennart Johansson's exact words. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me because the winners were beating their fists on the ground and the losers were jumping for joy. Now, what he didn't realise was in those 2 minutes that he was in the elevator coming down from the top of the Nou Camp to the ground floor, United scored 2 goals and won 2-1 and won the European Cup, and the final whistle was blown. But you see, that's what it's like in life, you see. In this life, the losers are the Christians, because we're the ones who are getting persecuted left, right and centre all over the world. But you know, in that life, the next life, we will be the winners, because God has put his seal upon us. God has saved us. This life, however many years it is, 70, 80, 90 years, eternity goes on forever. So I ask you, who's the winners? The winners are the ones who are going to live forever. And if you want to live forever today, the answer is Jesus Christ. He beat the grave. You can beat the grave as well. That sister's there shaking her fist in triumph. You're absolutely right. It's great news, this, isn't it? That Jesus can help you. He's the only one who can give you eternal life so that you can live forever, so that you can go to heaven. He's our substitute. He took our place. And now we can go to heaven because of him. I'm going to stop there, and my friend's going to take over.